Guys, welcome back to Flutter video, Flutter landing video. Till now we saw introduction to widget. The introduction to widgets literally covered tons of stuffs. How the widgets based Flutter works. Layouts in widget. Layouts in Flutter. User interface, by the way, UI means user interface. This chapter literally explains how the layout widget works, how this is another explanation to widgets. Text widget, image widget, icon widget, child, children. If you run this code, you will see, you will get this result. This is the result you will get. And if you run this code without scaffold, this material is called scaffold. This scaffold, in this scaffold homepage, home scaffold widget, app bar, the one on the top blue, that's called app bar. Non-material, this does not have scaffold. This is literally a plain text, and this is what you will get. I did not run the code because it will take quite some time to execute. So there we go. What's the point of row and column? And they have explained it here. Row, we have two rows, new column, new image, and inside this column we have 4 children. Remember, row, 2 children, child, new column, child, new image. But inside this child we have 4 children because it comes with header, paragraph, and this icon. Remember, this is also another children which comes with few widgets. Now, this is simply one image widget. That's it. See, they expanded here. Left column, text, row. This is a row. Row, text. This is another row under text. And inside here, we get a column, icon, row, row. Icon, row, icon, row, row. This is another. This will look a little bit complicated in the codes, but once you know how this column works, it will be so much better. All right, align widgets, you control how many row or column align its children. This is kind of a syntax. Once you learn how those syntax works, you can literally make as many as you want, many as row as you want, many as column as you want. It's a bit different compared to other row and columns. Okay, now column works same way. Alright, in this they show how main axis, cross axis, main axis, row and column. Row is left to right, column is top to bottom. Okay, now row, this is a row, so that means left to right. Children or image sets, you literally display image, max, main axis alignment, space evenly. This is literally what is it called? Yeah, this is a adjust image or cropped image. I think you can just mention this is image size, but there isn't anything here. But 100 pixels is their default. Guess row. Now we put column, same main axis alignment, and it comes from top to bottom. Remember, column and row, a single code change literally aligns the image. Okay, sizing widget. For example, when a layout is too long to fit a div, it's a allow pattern long effect edge. Here's an example: too wide. Now row, expanded. They mentioned something called expanded. Widget can be fit within a row or column by using a widget to fix. Okay, if you have an image, okay, you know what, this is like a adjustments in the images while displaying. Okay, now row, children, expanded, flex to. Flex to, I mean literally double size of the default size, if I'm correct. Okay, flex 1 is a default factor. Yes. We're literally flexing to double sizing compared to what it's showing. So app source sizing. Now this one is a little bit interesting because for row of stars, we literally mention a whole row, and its main axis size is minimum. Okay, packing widgets. By default, a row or column occupies as much space along the main axis line. Its main axis as possible, but if you want to pack the children closely together, set it as the main axis size minimum. The following example property packs stars stick together. Star icons together, not stick together. Well, it just stays together. Okay. Children, icon, stop. Green, constant, icon, black. I don't know why they literally just changed the last two to constant icon, but maybe yeah, let's look into that later. Nesting rows and columns. The layout framework allows you to nest rows and columns inside of rows and columns. So can deeply as you need. Let's look. Strawberry powwow. Okay, this 1 2 3 4. Yeah, this is the icon. We looked at it earlier. Final ratings equal container where to row alignment. This is the code for this one single line, because I don't see preparation cook feeds icon here. I don't see any of those mentioned here, so that okay, here we go. This code is for this one line. final ratings is equal to stars, 170 reviews. Okay, now here we go, the complete code for this. Oh wait, it's not a complete code, it's the next one. Like I said, icon text prep, icon text 25 minutes, icon timer color black, icon timer restaurant, icon kitchen. These icons, kitchen, timer, wait, what? Wait a minute, let me look at it. Yes, kitchen, timer, restaurant. That's these icons names. Maybe there's a list of icon names that comes within the widget. Maybe we may have to look into it later, but it's all right. There we go, people. This is another one. Now, the left column is sized box consistent, image network. Oh, instead of adding image asset, you add image network because you're literally adding images from the internet. So instead of adding image asset, you add image. Yeah, see, image asset, image network. To get from the internet. Wait, there's a link for it. Let's look at the link. Let the link open. Sized box. I wonder what is this for. Summary container, add padding, margins, borders, change background color, image. Grid view. Okay. It's actually build image column. It will literally display the image as a column. Image assets. Okay. Okay, they literally mention how the gallery grid list demo from Flutter gallery. This is like an image grid view example, but this wait, count I. It's like for every image that you literally display from here, from image asset. Okay. Circle avatar. Oh, for this circle, you put circle avatar and the radius, the image will be automatically rounded. I don't think you can like drag images or something, but it will be automatically rounded. Okay, listen, these are some things you have to copy paste in your own PC. And as for the materials, they give you materials like here. Damn, this cake looks so good. And if I'm right, you literally right click and copy image address and add it in the pubs camel. Wait, bubspec YAML file. You add the image network, not image asset. Okay, keep that in mind. Image asset means you're choosing a local. Image network means you're choosing a link from the internet. Okay, these are all the layouts. They are literally displaying multiple layouts. All right, now we're moving to the next one, tutorial. This is something the finished app. This is something we already did. We already ran this. Wait, why are they literally showing this again? We finished this. See, image lag, lake. Is this something that comes again, or did I just already looked into it? This is something we already did in the earlier version. Okay, never mind. I guess that tutorial is crosses with this tutorial. Yeah, building layouts. Yeah. It kind of gets crossed with it, but it's okay. We already done that, so you know. Creating adaptive and responsive apps. Responsive to responsive app. Layout tuned for available screen often. For example, Windows changes device orientation. This is especially necessary when the same app can run on a variety of devices, from watch, phone, tablet, to a computer. Adaptive means an app to run on different devices such as mobile, requiring with the mouse keyboard input as well as touch. Okay. Interesting. Media query method in your bulk function gives you the size orientation of your current app. This is more useful if you want to make a decision based on the complete context rather than just on the size particular widget. Again, if you use this, then your build function automatically run it. This user somehow changes the app size. Other useful widget classes for creating responsive UI. Aspect ratio, custom single child layout, custom multi-child layout, fitted box, fractionally sized boxes, media query data. Okay, these are all each functions, layouts. How can I say? Yes, trimming, modifying, adjustments, those kind of stuffs. literally adjusting. Scaffold, app bar. Wait, where's the ratio? Ratio declaration. Ah, 69. This ratio is, let's change it to 10. That will be a bit more square. No, it won't be square. Square means like 16 and 16 will be square. This will not be square. This is the aspect ratio. Like you can see this on your monitors and stuff. All right, all right. Color blue alignment. Okay. All right, listen, even if I take this aspect ratio out of this, it will be a complete app because it will no longer be restricted. Watch, it will be on the whole screen here. Wait, something's gone. The blue alignment is gone. Oh, this aspect is literally within this green. This child is another one. This is something that declared within this. So if we just put 16 to 16, what we'll get is a square blue box inside here. That is weird. Literally getting a blue box in the green box or the green background. We're getting a green. We're getting green in the blue. Okay. This one ends because this returns a container. This is a material app, by the way. You can literally delete it if you don't like it. This will literally delete the top bar. Watch this. Wait. Okay. My app is missing. Wait, I'm just removing the home bar. Why everything is getting... Oh, the body constant. Because this body constant is... Okay, just remove the home scuffle bar, I guess. Yeah. This declared a title there. Okay, guess what? I can't remove it because this is literally the home. If I remove the home page, there won't be any bottom. Okay, never mind. As you see, each one has fitted box, fractionally sized box. Each one of these option have a different type of user interface material. User interface, designable materials, designable codes. Adaptive layouts. Okay, I guess they made some interesting video, I guess. Alright, that's by developers, so you can watch it if you want. If you don't want to watch it, you can skip it. So I'm not gonna watch a 45 minutes of video and them waiting codes. Instead, I'll write the codes. I'll literally copy each of these codes like this just to test it myself. You see that? Image network, because we're not using image assets. Asset means you will literally pick the image from locally stored. Network means you'll get the image from the network. This is something I messed up earlier because I changed the image asset to a web link and it did not display. If you guys remember the old video. Damn, what happened to this? Okay, never mind. Fractionally sized boxes. Okay. Building adaptive apps. Oh, nice. And Flutter provides new opportunity to build apps that can run on mobile, desktop, web from a single code base. However, with these opportunities comes new challenge. You want your app to feel familiar to users, adapting to each platform by maximizing usability and ensuring comfortable, seamless experience. You need to build apps that you're not just building multiple platforms, but you're fully platform adaptive. Nice. Adaptive app means you deploy an app and that app should be able to auto adjust to the platform, either PC or a mobile. That's what they're saying. Desktop web are kind of same thing, but you can access the web from mobile as well. So let's just say mobile and desktop. Web is not something you should be mentioning, but it's okay because you get two type of user inputs, which is mobile touchscreen and desktop mouse and keyboard. So web is literally obsolete here, but it's all right to mention it because they are literally mentioning Mac and the Linux as well. It doesn't matter. It's all web. It's all PC. That's what matters. Okay. Linux, Mac, they don't matter. But Mac app, that matters because that's a mobile app. Android app, that matters because that's a different mobile app. Anyway, building adaptive layouts, single child, align aspect ratio, container. Alright, listen, these are all a little sample of what you need for adaptive. Adaptive scaffold, wrap, table, stack, list, grid view. These are all the same. Well, what they're trying to say is visual density. Nice. You need this code. You need this code in order to get a visual density. That means an adaptable app. Till now we were just literally running main scaffold. Wait, material app as scaffold for design, but if you input this code, you will get adaptive website, app, whatever the app you're doing. Using breakpoints, you can set up simple system to determine device type. If device, all right, this is something if you're building it, like you are building something and you want this to be run on everything, like a mobile or a PC or a tablet. Ooh. Okay, this is something a little bit advanced because we are not deploymenting an app. This is good to learn, but this is just way advanced right now. Use vertical layout. Alright, you can just look into these codes, but do not try to understand this because you all do not need it right now, because you should be focusing on building your apps, not adapting with. This is something you can look into it later, how you can make an adaptive app. Okay, right now what you should be focusing on is how to design user interface more efficiently. So let's ignore that. Okay, this is a type of a web app, but we need to run the code to see what it is. Okay. This is an aspect aspect. If I'm right, but if I'm wrong, this may be something else. There's like literally 29 tabs. These 29 tabs: layout, article, example 1, 2, 3, 4, and they have done like 29 one, and each of these example, list of example, state Flutter, create Flutter, count 1. If you click 1, you will get this code, and this code, example 1, super init state. What? Is this one? Example 1, example 2, example 3. Yes, yes, yes. Example 4. What they did is they literally created a blue screen. This is on pressed. Each button you press, it will move. Padding, constant, text, explanation. They literally pre-designed everything, but they changed these insights on each click. Change this and the explanation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For example, let's check 6. Final explanation string. The final code center child. Okay. The explanation. Child container red. Okay. Now the 7. Now based on this code, let's guess the 7 based on just the code. Final code center container child red. This is an explanation. Okay, this explanation, and the container has green color. The container, it has a red and a green small box on the inside, a green square box. There we go. Wait, it's supposed to be red, right? Why it's gray? Guess somehow something messed up, or I missed something. I don't see gray though. I mean, I don't see red. They mentioned red, but there is no red. You know what? Let's guess the 881. Red, green. Oh, they are explaining. The padding was not good. That's what they say. Color red, and here also color red, but the padding constant edge all 20. Interesting. But still, I don't quite understand why there is no red background. Maybe if I analyze the 6th. Let's analyze the 6th. Child container red. Return center. But here, return center child container red. Child container green. But there is no red. That's the problem. That's why I get a feeling I'm missing something. But it's not supposed to be like that, I guess. Something is missing, or... Anyway, let's look at the 9th. Box. Minimum height. Minimum. Maximum width. Maximum width. This one has a color red, a small red box. Oh wait, the 9th one. 9th one has a small red box. But no, I was wrong. This literally has a complete red box. Okay, Now let's look at the 10th. It's the same code. It's literally the same code, but let's see what's changed. There's a red small box. Okay, you guys need to look into this a little bit more carefully, because I'd guess the container has some between. You could be wrong. The transfer, additional container receives from its parent. It's somehow ignoring because of the parent. Alright, I don't understand this a little quite bit. I need to look into it, because this is the for color white, for color gray 800. This literally explains why it was ignored, but why it's not ignored now. The constrained box and the center box, that's the difference. If you put constraint, it literally overtakes everything. If you put center, it only displays it in the center. If you don't mention where it's aligned with this, it will literally take over everything. And this is the reason. Constraints. And center. There's no center here. That's why it literally takes over the whole widget. Okay. Oh, they explaining it in the bottom after that. Align, center, 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 center. They're explaining how the constraints changes stubs and ignores the alignment. This is a little bit complicated, but all you need to know is understand the constraint box, constraints. Unconstrained box, unconstrained box, container, limited box. There is no limited here, so it literally just ignores the child container, but here it's a limited box, so it literally displays what you wanted to display. To be honest, this kind of does not mean anything with the user interface, but it's good to know how you display something. Adding interactive. All right, so far we just displayed stuffs, but now we're increasing stuff. All right, we're recreating it. Now we're putting icon is favorite. On press, toggle favorite. Child text favorite count. Build row. Row means left to right. Okay. Okay. If you click, it will become interactive. The stars will become interactive. If you click, it will make it favorited, and you do add a star to it. If it's not, it will be like that. But in order to test that, they say active and inactive. Active means green, not active means grayed. That's the code. Okay, make sure to run this code to see active new value. New value is +1. You know what? All these user interfaces are designs which you literally apply. I'm gonna literally run down everything right now. Asset and images, assets, image, backgrounds. You add this in the pop spec YAML. Asset building, you're literally building asset. That means you're literally inputting every images in here. Also remember, these images will be stored in the local, or have to be in the local to get us a asset. Asset config. Interesting. Loading Flutter assets in Android. Okay, you don't have to worry about these assets, because when you deploy an app, these PubSpec YAML assets will be in that APK or web app, anything that you execute. But I'm pretty sure there are some different ways for it, which we don't know yet, which we are not working into it yet. Oh, there we go. Resource, and you put images icons here. It's in the resource. Where's the resource? Android app, Android app source. I don't see resource. All I see is source. Maybe if I add the image asset, it will be created. Anyway, make sure to run the codes to see certain stuffs. Material, we already looked into material and non-material, but there's something here, but oh, it's displaying now. Material 3, elevated icon, tone, outline, create, blah 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 blah. What is this? Material design for Flutter. Navigation bar, bottom app bar, navigation drawer, navigation rail, tabs. Wait, where do I get these codes? Or does it like display? Typography, color. Okay, it's like displaying everything that you can do and get, but they are not showing the codes. Whatever. Navigation in Flutter. On-press navigator using named routes. Alright, navigation, that means you put a link in your page and you click that link, for example, home page. This is the navigation. You click here, you go here. You click here, you go here. That's the navigation. So far we've just been looking into single page as examples, but the navigator, this comes into redirecting to another page. That's what this is about. Web support. That's what this is about. Navigation and routing means you're literally redirecting to some pages, some things, some tabs. That's what this is about. Deep linking. This is literally a HTTP link redirecting. You're literally redirecting to this. If you click it, it will open in the browser. Okay, URL strategies. Use path URL strategy. Okay, I guess they are not mentioning. Oh, hrefs. This is the link. If you're not well familiar with HTML, this is literally how you create a link. Introduction to animations. Alright, the animation is not literally mentioned here. I guess it's all in the YouTube. You simply have to watch these YouTube videos and follow it.
Rebuilt with a new value for width. You'll notice that the quickly animate from the behavior and curves. You can use Stream Builder and Future Builder to
create your own
as well.
custom.
Implicitly animated widgets are going to be your first choice.
Hey, I'm Emily from the Flutter. To use Tween Animation Builder, I set the length of time that I wait for it. This effect is very... Next step, in this case, we'll use a color. You know that you're always going to animate, but new color used as to the first one is the curve. I recommend using this.
Okay, this is a whole different topic. This is not user interface. Okay, this animation section does not comes within user interface because this animation itself is a far different concept. So it has nothing to do with user interface. Because we're looking into user interface tab, but here comes a topic that is literally far, literally not in our reach, literally not something we need right now. Okay, let's just say this is an animation controller. How long you want to display? It's similar to GIF images. You literally control the animation. For example, if you click something, you control the animation. That's what it is, but we do not need this right now. You can learn it after you create a web page or something, but this is not something we need right now. All right, advanced UI. This is something we may recommend. All right, it goes to database. Widget tree, shortcuts, action widgets, focusable widget, key events, model select. Okay, you need to run this code to see what it does. Okay, where's the complete code? Never mind, we got this. We are going to look into what it does. Controller on pressed. This is the input text box. Where's the code for it? Text field, controller. This is a controller. So you click something, you get what? You copy it. You type something, you click, you copy something to clipboard. And this is select all. All right, this is actions. Actions means you click a button and it does something. That's what these action and shortcuts are for. That's what these action and shortcuts are for. Okay, fonts and typography. Interesting. When you make something, when you type a text, you can literally choose the text types, fonts, styles, and let's just say they didn't give any examples. Yeah, there we go. Font feature, font weight, font style. This is something you put in the child text, in the text widget. You mention it after the text and you literally customize it. That's what this is about. Keyboard focus shortcuts. All right. super key, custom, color, unfocused, focused, label, container, child alignment, blah blah blah, eventful, handheld. All right, for example, if your app does something in this PC, you press home button, it will literally navigate to home. If you press escape, if you're on something, it will navigate to back. If you're on mobile, if you press the back button, it will navigate to back. It's something similar to navigate, but you're not navigating based on clicks. You're navigating based on buttons that are pressed. You're navigating based on, like, for example, you're using a mobile and you just click power button, it will just turn off the display. That's what shortcuts, system focused, a keyboard focused system, that's what these does. You're literally using your app and you're pressing something and it will do something. You press a key and it will do something. On key, node, event, key, event, solution, handheld. Oh, okay, here we go. If you press key A, handheld, ignored. Wait, why are they ignoring it? Building with primary focus. On pressed. Okay, they're not giving any examples to run, but this is what it does. You input certain codes for, if the key is pressed, something happens. That's what these key events, controlling what gets focus, autofocus. That's what this is about. Okay, gestures, pointers, gestures, a double tap. Okay. If they double tap, something happens. If they drag, something happens. If they like zoom in, for example, the best example is you have an image and you just zoom in with your two fingers. That's what this is about. If they double tap, change something. If they drag, how can I say, responsive tab or something. Long press. This is literally a lot of topics. These are all advanced user interface. No wonder these are here, because if your mobile app, and if they double tap, it will get, let's just say they're reading something and they don't see backup button, or they want to take a screenshot of it. Yeah, screenshot is the best explanation. They're reading your app and they see something interesting. They want to either copy it or take a screenshot and share it. So you input a method, on double tap, take a screenshot. On double tap, trigger a screenshot. How that's what this gestures. For example, I double tap this. This is a system. This double tap means select. This double tap is something. You click here and double tap, that word gets selected. This is a gesture. I click something and drag it. This is a gesture. This is a gesture. This is what this is about. But it has way more options. Horizontal tag, for example, this is a start bar, and if I click and drag it here, it will come to this side. Oh wait, it's not doing anything. I double click it. It used to be like mobile. I think it's because I locked the toolbar. Oh yeah, the lock the taskbar. Now it's not locked. Drag it. You see that? You see that? This is a gesture. I moved it. I dragged it. What the fuck? It's not coming back. See? This gesture. This is something you input in your app. Shaders. Well, I hope that was a good explanation, because I don't know what else to say about it. Anyway, shaders. Shaders, as in, if my guess is right, that's like a background. Your app's background, you put a different type of colors. Yep, that's what shaders is. I'm right, I think. I'm not sure. Make sure to test it. Oh, I'll see some examples. Tile mode, clamp. It doesn't show. Oh yes, but I'm not sure. Silvers. Isn't silvers a Chief Francisco? Silver outlaw.
Have you ever wanted to give your app a fancy animated header that changes appearance as you scroll, or maybe even disappears? You can with Sliver App Bar. Sliver App Bar is used with Custom Scroll View to provide custom scroll behavior for the app bar. The word sliver may give you the shivers, but it's really just a funny word for a portion of a scrollable area. You can think of slivers as a lower level interface providing finer grained control on implementing scrollable areas. The flexible space parameter goes hand in hand with the expanded height parameter. You can set both for a different height and appearance of your app bar when it is expanded to its full size. Set the floating parameter to true to make the app bar reappear when you scroll down, even if you haven't reached the top of the list. For more info on Sliver App Bar, Custom Scroll View, and all the other Flutter widgets, head over to flutter.io.
Wait, isn't float supposed to be always there? Not only if you sort of scroll up? I mean, that's how websites work. If you put something float, it will literally stay on the top. No matter how much you scroll, this will be always float. This is a float. Or that will just simply stay here, and that is a float. This silver app does something similar to that. That's what this silvers does. Splash screen. Okay. It's a launch screen. Splash screen equal to launch screen. If you click open the app, and it will display this image, and once your app is loaded, it will go back to inside your app. The launch screen is equal to splash screen. Widgets catalogs. Alright, this is literally the summary of what we just saw. Accessibility, animation, asset, images, async, basics. Input, which we saw. Interaction models, layouts, materials, painting effects, scrolling, the silvers we just saw, styling, texts. Alright guys, if you're making something and you need a certain accessibility, certain usage of that certain widget, you have to check their widget guides. This is literally overview of the user interface. All right, this is end of the user interface. Next we go to data and backend. All right, one thing I like to say is, so far we literally looked at everything, but we did not do anything. So I recommend you go to YouTube and search for Flutter projects. Flutter app making. Build 5 apps in 5 minutes. What should you do? Follow this, or no, not the tutorials. Not tutorials, like people will, yeah, this type of videos, how they make something. Building app in Flutter, and whatever they do, just follow it, so you will have a very better understanding of it. Alright guys, we just finished the user interface. We just looked at everything: images, assets, scroll bars, background color changes, images, displays, galleries, everything. Next, we're going to data backend. This is gonna be a little bit pain, I believe, because if my guess is correct, this is gonna be like you store your user information to the internet. The Firebase will be a little bit like a something. Well, we'll look into it in the next video. This platform integration is not something we're gonna look into it, because alright, you know what, let's just go through everything. Let's just literally go through everything and understand everything, and then once we finish understanding everything, we will begin to make app, and which is something I'm gonna do with a video as well. I will record how I'm making a project by looking and following others. I will make project based on how others are telling us to do. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. See you guys in the next data on the back end.